There is an 8-year-old boy who has trouble reading and writing. Because of this, he doesn't do well in school. His parents think he is just naughty, lazy, and not smart. But the truth is, he is actually very smart and talented in art. No one knows this until one day, he meets a special teacher. Hello, and welcome to Look Like Love Movie Recap channel today. I will tell you the story of the movie of Like Stars on Earth. If you enjoy this video, please give it a like and subscribe. To support the channel, Ishan is a happy 8-year-old boy. He likes catching fish to take home as pets. The school bus driver even has to come find him. When Ishan gets home, he plays with his dog and throws a paper for it to catch. The dogs fight over it until the paper tears. Then his mom asks him about his report card. The teacher sent it home for parents to sign, but Ishan ignores her and runs outside to play. That torn paper from earlier IT was the report card. While playing outside, some kids ask Ishan to throw their ball back, but he throws it over the wall. Maybe it was an accident, but one boy gets angry and starts a fight. Ishan gets hurt and cries alone. At home, a neighbor complains to Ishan's parents. His dad gets very angry, scolds him, and hits him without listening to his side. His mom and big brother try to stop the dad. The next day, Ishan's dad is packing to work in another city. He lies to Ishan saying, "I'm leaving because you're too naughty." Ishan cries and begs his dad not to go. He promises to be good. His mom feels sorry and tells him the truth that dad is only going to work. In the morning, his mom wakes up early to cook and help dad get ready. She then helps the kids get ready for school. Ishan's big brother, Johan, is very smart and wakes up early to study, but Ishan stays in bed and doesn't get up, even when his mom tries many times. The school bus has to wait. At school, Ishan has trouble understanding the teacher's instructions. He cannot read or write. When the teacher asks him to read, Ishan says the letters are dancing. The teacher thinks he is joking and forces him to read. Ishan feels stressed and reads wrong. Other kids laugh, and the teacher gets angry and punishes him. This happens a lot. Other students are used to seeing him punished, and they often tease him. After class, Ishan remembers that his report card is torn. He's scared his parents and teacher will find out. So, he skips school and walks around the city alone. He feels free and happy. That night, Ishan asks Johan to write a fake sick note. Johan feels bad and helps. But the next day, their dad finds the torn note Ishan tried to hide. Dad asks mom, but she didn't write the note, and Ishan wasn't sick. When Ishan is asked, he tells the truth. He skipped school and went to the city. His parents get very angry and worried. They go to the school to talk to the teachers. The teachers complain about Ishan. They say he fails every subject, writes badly, and is naughty. They ask about the report card, and Ishan's parents find out he never gave it to them. The school principal says Ishan may have a learning problem and should go to a special school. Ishan's dad is angry. He says, "My son is not stupid, he's just lazy and naughty." So he decides to send Ishan to a boarding school. Ishan doesn't want to leave his family. He cries and begs his dad to change his mind, but it doesn't work. His mom and brother feel bad for him, but they can't do anything. That night, Ishan has a bad dream about being left by his family. His mom wakes him up. Ishan cries and says, "I don't want to go." She hugs him and tries to comfort him. Finally, the day comes. Ishan goes to boarding school. He is very sad and doesn't talk. When his family says goodbye, he just watches them drive away. He is left all alone. Back at home, his mom cries because she feels sad for leaving him. Then she finds his sketchbook. In it is a drawing of Ishan being left behind by his family. On the first night at boarding school, Ishan cannot sleep. He misses his family and cries alone. The next morning, the other students quickly got ready for their first class. The teacher told Ishan to move to the front of the class and sit next to Rajan, the smartest student, hoping Rajan could help Ishan improve. Then the teacher asked Rajan to read a poem and told Ishan to explain its meaning. Since it wasn't about reading or writing, Ishan was able to understand and explain it well. However, the teacher still said he was wrong just because his answer didn't match the teacher's own explanation. Only Rajan realized that Ishan truly understood the poem and wasn't just memorizing like other students. After class, Ishan asked Rajan why someone as smart and well-behaved as him had to come to this school. Rajan replied that his father worked at the school, so he lived and studied there. But he also wondered why Ishan thought studying at this school was a punishment. In art class, the teacher told students to copy a picture on display. Ishan just stared at a bird outside the window, so the teacher hit his hand hard as punishment, making him cry. Still, Ishan wiped his tears and continued. In pay, Ishan couldn't keep up with the others in a parade, so the teacher scolded and pulled him out of line. English class was even worse. Letters looked confusing and strange to him, and in math, he couldn't solve problems either. His grades dropped, and the school contacted his parents. Ishan was unhappy. Over time, he became more depressed, never smiled, and locked himself in his room when family visited. When they tried to get him to open the door, he ran out crying, making his family deeply worried. His father got permission to take him on a trip, and his brother Johan bought him art supplies as a gift, hoping to cheer him up. But Ishan still looked sad, didn't speak, and put the gift away. One day, Rajan excitedly invited Ishan to art class, where a new teacher named Ram was coming. Ram had taught at a school for special children before. He introduced himself by singing and dancing, which made the students happy except Ishan, who sat quietly. Ram let the students draw whatever they liked. Rajan asked where the sample drawing was, but Ram said there wasn't one. They could draw anything they wanted. Ishan didn't draw anything, and although Ram didn't force him, he was concerned. One day, Ram looked for Ishan because his mom had called. He found Ishan standing sadly near a pond. Ishan went to take the call, but said nothing, even as his mom and Johan tried talking to him. Then he walked away silently. Later, Ram collected students' drawings, but other teachers told him to throw them away because they were messy. They also criticized his teaching. Style singing and dancing didn't suit this school, where kids needed discipline and competition. Ram disagreed. He wanted students to imagine, think freely, and enjoy learning. One day, Ram saw Ishan being punished again. When he asked, Ishan was too scared to answer, so Ram asked Rajan instead. Rajan explained that Ishan had learning problems and was punished every day. Ishan believed he was stupid and was sent to the school as punishment. Ram looked through Ishan's notebooks and test papers and quickly realized Ishan wasn't dumb or lazy. He had trouble with letters. Ram knew how terrible Ishan must have felt, and that if left like this, he would be in danger. So Ram went to visit Ishan's family. At their house, he saw the creative art Ishan had made and realized Ishan was a gifted artist with great imagination. Ram asked Ishan's dad why he sent him to boarding school. The father said it was because Ishan was lazy, didn't study, and had bad grades. Ram told him he was wrong. He scolded the parents for not noticing their child's real problem. Ram showed them how Ishan often mixed up letters like confusing B and D. This was why Ishan couldn't read or write normally. Normal teaching methods didn't work for him. The dad didn't believe it, thinking it was just an excuse. So Ram gave him a Japanese text and asked him to read it. The father said he couldn't. Ram then scolded him like teachers scold Ishan. Pay attention, don't argue. And the father finally understood how his son must feel. Ram explained that Ishan wasn't lazy or stupid. He was very smart and had a condition called dyslexia. It also caused problems in following complex instructions, judging distances, and doing everyday tasks like buttoning a shirt or tying shoelaces. Sending Ishan to boarding school didn't help. It only made things worse, crushed his confidence, and scared him more than a child his age could handle. Worst of all, he had stopped doing what he loved most, drawing. Ram begged the parents to see their son's talents and imagination, but the father said it was useless and couldn't help earn a living. After Ram left, it seemed like Ishan's mother began to understand him. She watched old videos of him and cried deeply. Meanwhile, Ram shared with his partner how sad it was that Ishan's father didn't understand him, leaving Ishan alone to carry the weight of all that pressure. One day during class, Teacher Ram told the students that he would tell them a story about someone who had trouble reading and writing and often confused left and right. He wrote something in that confusing way for the students to read, and none of them could understand it. But when he held a mirror to it, the students could suddenly read it, helping them understand what it's like to have this kind of learning difficulty. Ishan began to feel that Teacher Ram was talking about him, because it matched exactly what he experienced. When Ram was about to reveal who the story was about, Ishan got scared. But instead of saying Ishan's name, Ram showed a picture of Albert Einstein, which shocked Ishan. He never imagined that someone so brilliant could have the same struggles as him. Ishan listened excitedly as teacher Ram talked about other famous people like Leonardo da Vinci and many others who had dyslexia. Even though they struggled to read or write as kids, people with this condition often think differently. They think outside the box. They worked hard and proved their brilliance to the world through their creative achievements. Later, teacher Ram took the students outside for learning activities and asked Ishan to stay and talk with him. Ram mentioned that he knew someone else who had dyslexia too, but didn't say the name. That person was actually Ram himself. Outside, the children played and explored happily, including Ishan. He used scrap materials to create a floating, moving boat. When teacher Ram saw it, he was overjoyed that Ishan was doing what he loved again. Ram called the other kids over to admire the boat, and they clapped and praised Ishan. Ram took Ishan's artwork to show the principal to prove that Ishan had real talent. He asked the principal not to focus on Ishan's handwriting or reading skills right now, and to allow oral exams instead. Ram promised to help Ishan personally. Ram used creative methods like drawing in the sand, painting, and clay modeling to teach Ishan reading and writing. For math, he used the stairs to help Ishan understand increasing and decreasing numbers. Ishan became happy and eager to learn. Later, teacher Ram suggested an art contest for both teachers and students. The winner's drawing would be on the front of the yearbook, the runner-ups on the back. One day, Ishan's father visited Ram and said he had learned more about dyslexia. When Ram asked why he came, the father said he wanted the teacher to know he cared about his son. Ram explained that true care comes from actions, hugging, talking, saying I love you, not just showing concern for others to see. Ram told a story about the people of Solomon Island, who didn't cut down trees, but stood around them and cursed them until the trees withered and died. This made Ishan's father realize how his harsh words had hurt his son. He left quietly, and later saw Ishan reading one of Ram's announcements, but felt too ashamed to face him. On the day of the art contest, Ishan woke up early, got dressed, but was missing when the event started. When asked, his friend said Ishan had been up early, but didn't know where he went. Just before the event began, Ishan arrived. Ram gave him paper, and Ishan began to paint using colors given by Yahon. Ram also began his own drawing. Everyone enjoyed the event. Teachers and students were happy to participate. When Ishan finished his painting, Ram was amazed by Ishan's skill and imagination. Ishan looked at Ram's painting too. It was a picture of Ishan smiling, which made him cry with joy. When it was time to announce the winners, Ram invited his former art teacher to judge. Ram won second place. The first prize went to Ishan. Everyone clapped and celebrated. Ishan was surprised and didn't know how to react. Ram helped him to the stage. Ishan was deeply moved and hugged Ram with tears of happiness. At the end of the school term, the principal proudly told Ishan's parents that his artwork was now the cover of the yearbook. They were amazed by his talent. When they spoke with the teachers, they heard nothing but praise about Ishan's progress and behavior. His parents smiled with pride. Ishan was later seen playing football with his friends in Yahan. When it was time to go home, he was very happy. His parents thanked teacher Ram for helping their son improve so much. Before leaving, Ishan ran to hug Ram goodbye. There's no one right way to raise a child. Every child is different. Their personality, interests, and abilities vary. Good parents should observe, understand, and support their child, encourage what they love, and nurture their talents instead of forcing them to follow the path that the parents think is best. Besides parenting at home, learning at school is also important. In the movie, we can see that many teachers often make students follow strict rules. They scold children without knowing or even asking what problems they have, like why they can't read or why they fail exams. This shows how the education system has problems, and it can affect the lives of children who are the future of the country. If you like this video, please click like. If you want to see the next one, please subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye.